Hello everyone, in this video lesson we'll be learning about simple interest. First of all, to know what is simple interest, let us take an example of a bank. A bank is a financial institute where you can deposit money or you can take a loan. This is a Bhokto. A Bhokto deposits Nilton 1000 today and after 1 year he receives 1060 from the bank. The Nilton 1000 that he initially deposits is called the principal, and Nilton 1060 is consist of two parts. Nilton 1000, that is the principal amount that he initially deposited, and the extra Nilton 60 that he gets from the bank, which is called the interest. The principal, the original amount he deposited, and the interest together is called amount. Therefore, amount is the sum of principal and interest. What is simple interest? Simple interest is the interest calculated only based on the original amount you borrow or invest. And simple interest can be calculated using the formula I equals to P times R times T, where I is the interest earned after T years. P is the principal, the money borrowed or invested. R is the annual rate of interest, and T is the length of time you borrow or invest. Let us take an example. Gaurav borrowed Nilton 10,000 for 2 years at 15% simple interest from Bank of Bhutan. How much interest will Gaurav pay? And how much will Gaurav pay back altogether? First, you need to know what are the details given in this question. We have principal Nilton 10,000. We have rate, that is 15%, which is equal to 0.15 in decimal. Time is 2 years, and we are asked to find what is the interest. According to the formula, interest is principal times rate times time. So we substitute the value principal 10,000 times rate 0.15 times 2. Here you can either multiply 10,000 times 0.15 first or 0.15 times 2 first. Let us multiply 0.15 times 2. So we have 10,000 times 0.3 or 0.30, and when you further multiply this, we have Nilton 3,000 as the interest. Therefore, Gaurav pays Nilton 3,000 as interest. That is just the interest that Gaurav need to pay back. But he also has to pay back the original amount, that is Nilton 10,000. So the total amount that Gaurav is going to pay back is amount is equal to principal plus interest. Here principal is 10,000 plus the interest that he need to pay back is 3,000. So total amount that is going to pay back altogether is Nilton 13,000. Therefore, altogether Gaurav pays back Nilton 13,000. However, in some cases, the interest is already known and we need to calculate either the principal or rate or time. And how can we do that? We'll use the triangle formula. Divide the triangle into two halves, and the lower half divide it into three parts. On the upper half, write I, that is interest, and in the lower you write principal P, rate R, and time T. Now looking at these triangles, we can write the formulas. Interest is equals to principal times rate times T. Principal can be calculated as interest over rate times T. Rate can be calculated as interest over principal times t, and time can be calculated as interest over, yes, what will be the other two? Of course, it is principal times rate. So these are the other formulas that can be generated from the same formula, interest is equals to principal times rate times t, or we just write PRT. Let us look at another example. Sangeeta deposited Niltam 10,000 in the Bank of Bhutan. After 2 years, she got back Niltam 11,200. How much interest was earned by Sangeeta? And calculate her interest rate. In example 1, we took an example of getting a loan. In example 2, we are taking an example of depositing or saving money in the bank. Assume that Bank of Bhutan calculated the simple interest. Let us see what are the information given. We have principal, that is Niltam 10,000. We have amount, that is Niltam 11,200. We have time, 2 years. We are asked to find the interest and the rate. So we know amount is equals to principal plus interest. We substitute the value of what is given. Amount, that is 11,200, is equal to principal, that is 10,000, plus interest, we don't know. We make the interest as subject and take 10,000 to the other side, and that makes 11,200 minus 10,000. So interest will be 1,200. Therefore, Sangeeta earns Niltam 1,200 as interest. The next thing we need to find is the rate. And for rate, we already know the formula is given by interest over principal times time. So we substitute the value of what is given. So that is 1,200, which is the interest that we have already calculated, over principal is 10,000 times 2. Now we simplify this. We can divide by 100. 1,200 divided by 100 is 12, and 10,000 divided by 100 is 100. Then we can further divide. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times 6 is 12. So from here we are left with 6 over 100, which is equal to 6%. Therefore, her interest rate is 6%. This is how we calculate the rate. Similarly, we can calculate the principal or the time if they are not given.